What's up everyone, it's Scotty with Money Vesting. So this update is going to be coming from the car because I am once again on the road and traveling. So markets going absolutely crazy on the day. Of course, we had the PPI numbers, the producer price index numbers come out, of course, a day after the CPI, and both of those reports suggesting and pretty much almost confirming and solidifying a little bit of that soft landing scenario. And of course, tech and growth more specifically have been just bursting through their all-time highs. Speaking of Nvidia, of course, a lot of tech stocks, a lot of growth companies just absolutely going crazy, up over 4, 5, 7, 10, 12, 15%. So lots to unpack. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and find it helpful. If you do, make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, the link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. If you're interested in joining and, of course, getting access to all the buy and sell alerts, options alerts, and more importantly, trade ideas, because we are absolutely crushing it with some of them. This right here, of course, Fiverr up a little bit over 7.6% on the day. I sent out updates in our Discord for this specific trade idea in the low 20s, so $24, $25 from those levels. It's obviously rallied over 20%. So again, link's going to be down below if you're interested in joining. This right here was Twilio. Is a little bit more chaotic, but nonetheless up over 6% on the day, hitting our first target at 69, close to $70. So very, very strong move to the upside for Twilio as well. This right here, again, Enphase closed out that put for a 67% profit. So again, I mentioned this in our Discord yesterday because Enphase, of course, is one of those companies that I'm very optimistic on. It's one of my highest conviction stocks right now. So that put was very much in profit, almost 70%. And I also closed out the Google covered call on Google for 55% profit respectively. So that's a good thing I closed that one out because Google obviously had a monstrous day today. So that 55% profit would have been at 20%. So that's a good thing that I closed that one out. This was yesterday, by the way. So again, this is July 12th. And again, this right here is my Enphase position. Again, still building it. And again, like I said, it's my highest conviction stock right now. And we're up, I think, close to 7 to 8% right now. I'm personally up 7 to 8%. I know people have much better averages, much better cost basis. So again, shout out to you guys. Congratulations for this profit as well. So Dow Jones up over 14 basis points, S&P up 85, and the NASDAQ specifically just continues to charge higher, up over 1.5% here on the day. We've had over almost 4,000 stocks pushing higher on the day, with about 2,200 selling off. So this right here is from Tom Lee, and he says, and I quote, "Many believe a recession is imminent, and I think earnings season will really give us an idea, and we'll know that in the next couple of weeks. Earnings season is just getting started. It's literally right around the corner. And if a recession is not imminent, then I think a lot of folks are off sides, and that's what propels the markets to all-time highs." So what he's saying is that many people are banking on this recession, right? There is potentially a lot of folks sitting on the sidelines kind of banking on, oh, there's going to be a recession. And if there isn't one, because of the potential soft landing scenario where the jobs market, labor market, the economy continues to be very, very tight, very, very strong, and inflation is on its way lower, then guess what? Many people could catch themselves off sides, and they may want to get back into the market, which eventually could end up pushing the markets back up to all-time highs. So that's really what he's talking about in that sort of segment. The earnings season, of course, kicks off. PepsiCo reported some very strong numbers. Delta reported some very strong numbers. And of course, banks are going to be scheduled for Friday. So JP Morgan, Citigroup, Wells Fargo, all these companies are reporting Friday pre-bell. So he says, and I quote, "Right now it looks like the Fed achieved a soft landing. When they telegraphed massive increases in rate hikes last year, they were going to be aggressive. Business got cautious, so we don't necessarily have companies tripping over themselves, which is what typically creates a recession dynamic." So it's really just the Federal Reserve kind of forecasting, okay, rates are going higher, and many people and businesses kind of position themselves in a high interest rate environment before we even got there. And so to speak, economy continues to be very strong, continues to be very resilient, at least for now. Again, this is a very, very time sensitive topic because we don't know what 6 months from now are going to look like, right? The markets could be in a bear market again. Economy could be absolutely, coming down significantly. So we don't know what the next 6 months are going to look like. So of course, a lot of it depends on what the labor market's doing, how inflation's coming down, and what the Federal Reserve's interest rate policy path is eventually going to look like as well. So there's a lot of variables at play here. So, and then of course, the year-end target for him is 48.25, which again means about 6 to 7% potential upside from here. And then Thursday, US stock market rally is broad and deep. And that's one of the things that I've mentioned before, right? If you're going to see a lot of sectors, a lot of stocks participate, that's exactly when you're going to see a lot of momentum. You're going to see breakouts. You're going to see short squeezes. You're going to see a lot of gains in that type of environment. So almost 2.4 stocks are rising Thursday on the New York Stock Exchange for every one decliner. And advancing volume approaches 71% versus less than 29% declining volume. And New York Stock Exchange highs total 167 versus only 11 new lows. So there's a lot of companies and a lot of sectors participating in this rally. So you can see, of course, the leaders are still leading. So we've got tech, Nvidia, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla still pushing higher. Of course, Tesla and Meta, some of the best performing names. Of course, Nvidia hitting a new all-time high, up over 200% on a year-to-date basis. So very, very strong upside, very strong momentum for these companies, and I'm happy to simply hold and take advantage of the shares that I have for Google, for Amazon, for PayPal. PayPal actually ended up having a very strong day today as well, and of course for Tesla, Meta, and some of the other companies as well, Vanguard Growth ETFs as well. This right here is going to be the full market analysis. Again, there's some pockets in the market, so healthcare was struggling a little bit, energy struggled a little bit, and of course some healthcare plans and consumer defensive stocks were struggling a little bit, but overall, a very strong move. All 11 sectors are green in the last 1 day, 1 week, and the last 1 month, except for healthcare, which, like I said, is struggling a little bit, as well as consumer defenses that are slightly down in the last 1 week, but all 11 sectors. So very, very broad-based rally. Look at the futures. Incredible, right? Corn, silver, platinum, soybeans, rough rice, copper, canola, everything pushing higher. Orange juice, I can't find orange juice. There it is. It's slightly down on the day, but nonetheless, very strong move to the upside. And Bitcoin finally catapulting above 31,000 on Ripple's win on the SEC lawsuit. So past 31,500, we got Ether almost touching $2,000 as well. So very, very strong move to the upside. Now, I'm not going to be able to go over, cryptos and oil and energy and commodities in this video because, again, I'm just literally in my car right now. So I'm going to try my best to cover as many stocks here. I've got screenshots of the day and, of course, Apple here pushing up over 42 basis points, $190. And what we really have is, again, a resistance sitting roughly at 194. That's the level to watch. And, of course, we got that white line. That's the 21 exponential moving average. Very nice validation, consistent validation for Apple. And it's just been in this uptrend. And we're still yet to see a bit of a breakdown. Of course, we came very, very close. So you can see these two red candles over here. We came down to that 21 EMA, buyers stepped in. And the last couple of days, of course, with the stronger inflation print, we are once again just consolidating sideways, very, very stable at these levels. This is going to be Amazon. Amazon actually had a very strong breakout, up over 2.6%. It's, I think, my third largest position after Meta and Tesla. So very nice breakout to the upside. I will be looking at selling calls today. I know a couple members mentioned that we need to sell calls on Amazon because of the stronger breakout and the fact that it's pushing up past 134. Yes, I will be doing that later this week. Again, just haven't been able to check the markets all that much, but very strong upside here, breaking out over 130. And the next target, next resistance is going to be $146. So that right there is going to be that next level to watch for Amazon. And covered calls are coming on Amazon. So that's going to be something that I do send out updates for and alerts for in our Discord. So again, link's going to be down below if you want to get access to all these things. Tesla here, 2%, very strong move, 277. So again, a little bit of consolidation there. Next resistance and target is going to be 312. Very nice move to the upside. That's the target really. And then we've got a little bit of a support at that 21 EMA at 260s down to this really strong support, which is going to be sitting roughly at around 234, right? So this black box you guys see right there, that's going to be that support in the 200s and 225s, even as much as 230s, right? So that 50 SMA sitting at 234 for Tesla. So very strong support levels there. And I'd love to maybe sell some puts at those prices or straight up dollar cost average. But of course, my fair value is in the 170s and 150s. So we're nowhere near close to my intrinsic value yet. So I'm simply holding and selling calls. And if it does sell off, then I'll start looking at selling puts on Tesla. Talking a little bit about NVIDIA. Oh man, I don't know where to start. NVIDIA is just incredible. 460 on the day. It's just insanity. $1.2 trillion market cap for this company. I don't even know where to begin. 30 times sales. I mean, there's stocks that are expensive at 30 times earnings. This stock is trading at 30 times sales revenue number, right? So just imagine if a company had, let's say, $10,000 worth of revenue, the valuation of that company is $300,000, right? Just by having $10,000 in revenue. That's really what's happening here. But then we're trading at 30 times sales. Hey, but But it is what it is, right? Momentum strong. AI, of course, has taken over like crazy. So congratulations to anyone who has NVIDIA, who's been trading NVIDIA, who's long on NVIDIA. Congratulations. And of course, I am no longer part of this journey, but nonetheless, very, very happy for you guys. Talking about advanced micro devices, really just trading sideways. So we're seeing a lot of consolidation for AMD. So it's been trading inside this falling wedge pattern for the longest time. And right now we're just mostly trading sideways. So we're seeing a lot of consolidation, and resistance, of course, going to be 130, support at 106. I'll be looking at selling puts here very soon if it continues to pull back a little bit, which strikes sitting closer to 80 bucks. That's where my fair value is on advanced micro devices. PayPal, not going to say anything. Again, I'm just going to keep with this trend. We're not talking about PayPal here. Very nice move to the upside, 2.5%, $72. This right here is going to be that lower high. That's the next resistance, and the target at closer to $72, $73. And we've got that 200 simple moving average sitting at 75 for PayPal. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Very nice breakout from that ascending triangle. Square, massive move. So this right here is a very strong resistance from the $83 to $89 level. We've actually gotten rejected here twice, not once, twice. This right here is the first time, and there's another time over here. I didn't include that in the screenshot, but I know that it's gotten rejected here at $83, $89. So that's going to be that next target, that next resistance. And of course, we've seen a very, very nice performance from Square, pushing up almost 7%. So a lot of momentum coming in from fintechs. I think this was part of Bitcoin, right? So because Bitcoin was breaking out, because Ethereum was almost at 2,000, Ripple won its lawsuit against the SEC, we did see a lot of fintech stocks push higher, including Square and PayPal. Meta Platforms at 313. It's up another 1.3%, continues to move higher. We're actually going to go ahead and turn this level into a support at roughly around $300 per share. We've got that 21 EMA at 288 and that 50 SMA at 267. So those right there are going to be a couple levels to watch for Meta as well. Netflix here pushing higher a little bit, up over 1.4%. So this right here is going to be that next target and that next resistance, 458. I think I got an upgrade from Citi or JP Morgan. I could be wrong, but they said that the ad initiative is going to add more revenue. Well, duh. We all know that. And of course, pushing higher on that price upgrade, 450, it's going to be that resistance. We got that 21 EMA support at 430. Google with a massive breakout. I'm going to be honest, I did not anticipate this, even though I ended up closing out my covered call. I had a little bit of a gut feeling yesterday that, I should close out my covered calls, because if Google's up 4.3% today, that would have been down substantially. Like intraday, that would have been down a lot. So honestly, like I lucked out on that, and there was little to no analysis. It's just a little bit of a gut feeling that I need to close out my call. But 131 is going to be that next resistance for Google. Very nice breakout. The volume was actually really good too. So this breakout can withstand momentum and of course continue to move higher. Next resistance, like I said, 131, 132. Microsoft mostly trading sideways, so this right here is going to be that level to watch. Again, consolidating sideways. Next resistance at 351 for this company, with the support at that 50 SMA sitting roughly 324. Finally, we got Shopify with a very nice move to the upside. Another huge breakout. Again, it's a lot of these tech stocks. A lot of them are maybe not profitable, but tech stocks that are pushing higher very, very nicely. So very nice move to the upside. $75 is going to be that next resistance. Finally, we got Enphase coming up to its resistance, 188. So high for the day was 186. So we're getting a little bit of that rejection from that resistance, from that price. Support level is going to stay put at 151. So that's where we are. Tech stocks continue to rally. It's crazy. As crazy as it is, this has been my best year so far. 2023 has personally been my record year. It is what it is. That's how you grow. And we got to keep a close eye on valuation though. And again, I don't want to talk about it because I know people don't like to listen to this. But you know what? I am going to talk about it because that's what kind of, in my opinion at least, that's what kind of separates me from maybe people who are telling you what you want to hear, but you come to this channel because you want objective analysis, right? So yes, gains are great. Market's pushing higher. We're seeing a lot of momentum. But at the end of the day, we still have to ask ourselves our question, simple question, right? What's the valuation? Are we overpaying for stocks? Are we getting a good deal, right? That's the bottom line. Those 3 words, right? Those 4 words, actually. That's 5 words. Are we getting a good deal? 6 words, maybe. I don't know. But the bottom line is good deals. We want good deals, right? We want discounts. We want to pay less for the value that we're getting. And that's how real money is made. Paying $460 for NVIDIA, paying $280 for Tesla, paying $300 for Meta. That is, maybe you can trade these companies because the momentum's so strong, but if you are investing in them, just be careful is all I'm going to say. Be cautious, understand the risks involved with overpaying for any asset. As long as you're aware of those risks, you're fine. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. If you did, make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. Join. We've got a lot of members, a lot of benefits, a lot of trade alerts, ideas. Everything's going to be included. Link's going to be down below. Happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.